Hello, thanks for joining us again on the channel. Okay, yes, we've reviewed a lot of these. Too many, probably. But trust me, this one stands out. It caught me off guard, in a good way. Before we get started, there's a special discount if you're interested. The link is in the description and also in the top comment. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Starting things off, our first reviewer gives us their perspective.
This reviewer wanted to start by pointing out some of the flaws they found with this electric scooter. Right away, there were some concerns with after-sales support, as our reviewer found the brand's customer service website to be inactive and available replacement parts for this specific model seemed quite limited. They noted that any prospective buyer should probably clarify how product support works directly with the retailer. There was also a bit of a surprise upon delivery, as the scooter turned out to be a UK or EU variant, which explained why it took nearly 2 weeks to arrive. A more significant point of frustration was the display, which is permanently set to kilometers per hour with no way to switch it to miles per hour, despite product images that suggested otherwise. Despite these frustrations, our reviewer had many positive things to say about the scooter's actual build and performance. The overall construction is described as very sturdy, with beefy, solid tires that have good treads. The motor feels powerful and doesn't come across as cheap or underpowered. While it has a solid, substantial weight, it was found to be surprisingly nimble and easy to maneuver, which was an impressive quality. This client felt it handled their weight very well, even suggesting the official weight limit seems a bit conservative given how robust the scooter feels in person, though they wouldn't recommend testing that theory. Ultimately, the verdict is that this is a well-made scooter for a beginner who wants a good riding experience without a huge investment. If you can look past the issues mentioned, it offers a solid value. This client is happy with the purchase and plans to see how it holds up to daily use, but they emphasize that buyers should weigh the pros and cons carefully.
Alright, let's find out what our next reviewer has to share.
This reviewer recently purchased a new electric scooter and couldn't be happier with the decision, finding that it exceeded expectations in several ways. For our reviewer, the range and speed are major highlights. They found it perfect for their daily commute and for running errands around town, all without the constant worry of needing to recharge. The motor provides a really smooth acceleration and was noted to handle slight inclines with no trouble at all, which makes for a pretty effortless ride. The comfort of the ride was another big plus. This client mentioned that the solid tires do a great job of absorbing shocks, which results in a much more stable and pleasant experience, even when the pavement isn't perfect. On the topic of safety, our reviewer felt a real sense of security thanks to the braking system. The combination of an electronic and a disc brake was described as being very responsive and reliable, providing significant peace of mind while on the move. Beyond the performance, the convenience features of this scooter really stood out. Our reviewer praised its lightweight and foldable design, making it incredibly easy to carry or store away in a car trunk. Another feature that got a special mention was the cruise control, which they described as fantastic for longer trips, as it lets you maintain a steady speed without constantly holding the throttle. To top it all off, this client appreciated the peace of mind that comes from knowing the scooter is safety certified, meeting high industry standards. They concluded that this electric scooter is an excellent choice for anyone looking for a reliable, comfortable, and feature-packed ride for daily use or just for fun.
Cool, let's uncover what our next reviewer has to say.
This reviewer has found quite a bit to be happy about with this particular scooter. Right off the bat, our reviewer was impressed by its solid, well-designed construction. It feels sturdy and dependable, yet it's surprisingly light enough to be carried around without much fuss, which is a huge plus for anyone navigating urban environments or needing to hop on public transport. When it comes to the actual ride, this client noted a generally smooth experience. The throttle is responsive, making it easy to get going, though there was one small detail that took a little getting used to. The initial burst of acceleration felt a touch too strong for this reviewer's personal preference. It's not a deal breaker, just something to be mindful of when first taking off. While our reviewer acknowledges that this scooter's range might not be the longest compared to some other options out there, it hasn't posed any problems for their typical short trips around town. It seems perfectly suited for quick commutes or running errands within a reasonable radius. What really adds to its appeal are some of the thoughtful features built in. Things like the tires, which are designed to be explosion-proof, offer a nice sense of security. The brakes are reliable, providing confidence when stopping, and the clear display is super handy, showing essential info like current speed and remaining battery life at a glance. Putting it together was a breeze, largely thanks to its smart, foldable design, which makes it incredibly practical for storage and transport. The only real snag this reviewer encountered was a minor one. The collapsed latch arrived with a crack, likely from shipping. While a bit disappointing, it's a small blemish on an otherwise very dependable and portable option for getting around the city. Overall, despite that little hiccup, this client remains quite satisfied with their choice.
If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more. Got thoughts or questions? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.